This lesson is about the shape-based process. This is a process that I use with my students so that they can cut the learning curve on how long it takes them to learn anything that is based off of a shape, whether it is a chord, a scale, an arpeggio, a guitar lick, a melodic pattern, anything. And generally I teach the process using power chords. Power chord's not a true chord, it's missing the note that makes the chord major or minor. But it's essentially a shape. If we take the shape, and I'm going to play it in G because the note underneath your first finger is the one that actually names that chord. So use your first finger here on the G note of the E string on the 3rd fret, your third finger on the 5th fret of the A string, and your pinky, which is the optional note, on the 5th fret of the D string, so that you have. Now, while it looks like you're playing 3 notes, you're really only playing 2. One of the notes is doubled. So you have your root note, you have a perfect 5th, and then you have the octave of the root note. So it's just another root note. Now, the shape-based process, especially with chords, you would start down here at the 1st fret. And you make the chord, and then you release the pressure. Then you apply pressure, then you release pressure. You do that 4 times on each fret. What that does is engages the muscles in the hands to help you memorize that shape, or help your hand memorize the shape. Now, if you were to just kind of hold the chord and strum it 4 times, that's just strumming it 4 times. It's not playing the chord 4 times. When you engage those muscles 4 times independently, then you're playing it 4 times. So we're going to start here on the 1st fret, and this is just going to be a quick rundown of what you would do with the shape-based process. So you're playing the exercise up the neck and back. Now, if you do that on both the E string and the A string, in the case of the power chord, and you engage the muscles 4 times on each fret per string, and you do that for 21 days, 3 weeks, then at the end of that 3-week period, you will have played that chord 4,032 times. And the question I always ask my students is, after you do something 4,000 times, are you going to be good at it? Of course you're going to be good at it. So that significantly reduces the amount of time it's going to take for you to become good at that kind of chord. Now, the alternative is to learn lots of songs that involve that chord. But for the first few months, it's going to sound really questionable every time you get to that chord. And if the entire song is based around that chord, it's going to be even more questionable sounding. It's just not going to sound good. So this way, you can practice the chord for 3 to 4 weeks, knock that out of the way, and just be good at it and use it anytime you need it. So now we're going to take that same power chord and we're going to play it through the circle of fourths based off the E string. Now again, you would do this with that particular chord off the E string and the A string, so you'd be essentially doubling what we're doing in this video. So starting with C, go down to F, B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B, E, A, D, G, and back to C. Now just a second ago, when I got to E, I could have played this, but I went ahead and chose this because it's the same shape. And since this exercise is based purely around getting good at that shape, I didn't want to shortchange myself and go to use the other position. So I wanted to use one where I was using the exact same shape that I used through the rest of the exercise. Use this anytime, like I said at the beginning of the video, you have a scale shape, chord shape, anything that's movable, a guitar lick that doesn't involve open strings. Find out what key you're playing that lick in, run it through the shape-based process, and then you're not learning one lick. You're learning a musical phrase that you can play in any key. That, again, will enable you to improvise in any key. Use this anywhere that the idea that you're playing is based on a shape. Hopefully that helped you out, and I will see you next time.